Everybody, Pastor Jeremy here, and I want to give an update on the Today Matters video I did on Friday, September the 2nd, where I talked about PAULA and the personal body part. I don't want people to miss the forest for the trees here. I understand there are some questions about the source and validity of the picture that is in the story. So I called the Reader, the San Diego Reader, to ask about this story because the first place I saw it was in an article from the California News local edition, which I have a link to that story below in the video on Friday, September 2nd. And they made no reference to the Reader. So we're trying to dig in and find out, is this a story from the Reader? Is it a story from the Californian? What is it from? The point of the story in the Reader, which was in a section called Almost Factual. The story was factual, but the picture may not have been. It appears that picture could have been photoshopped. And their point was that they were spoofing the guy, as I understand it, that broke the story of the school district's teaching. Like, no duh, this is what they're teaching, and boom, they added this potentially doctored up picture. Now, like I said, I'm getting the details of why this was posted in the first place and who the original source was, but I wanted to give an update on this because what you must realize is that the actual teaching in the school district, it's much worse than an inflatable body part. People are saying it was a fake picture. Some people think it was fake, and it may be. And maybe the picture was photoshopped, but the point remains, this is what they are teaching in our schools here in San Diego. They are encouraging kids, listen to me, to transition from a boy to a girl or a girl to a boy as young as kindergarten. They are doing this without talking about the mental health crisis that ensues for many who decide to become transgender. They are not talking about the high suicide rates for those who do transition. They are not talking about the higher and higher rates of depression and anxiety for those that transition. Now, people may want to fixate on the picture, and we want to make sure we get that right. If we are wrong on putting a picture up that was photoshopped, then we'll take that, and that's wrong. We shouldn't have a picture up that, is not actually part of the story. And so we're digging into that. But I will say very clearly the teachings that a woman can have a man's body part, and let me just say this, while we recognize that people can get surgeries and attach any body part they want, we get that. They can remove any body part they want because in America you can do that. We get that. The point here is that this should not be part of the curriculum in encouraging students to do this in elementary schools. Now, I provide links to the various teachings on the actual San Diego Unified page, and don't miss this. The LGBTQ community is pushing schools to teach kids that the term pedophile is inappropriate and that the term is harmful to people. So the better and more appropriate term is a person who is minor attracted. Minor attracted, not pedophile. They don't want to use that term. No. If you are attracted to a child and you may abuse that child, you're a pedophile. And we're not going to bow down to this culture that continues to push this harmful agenda on our kids and in our communities. And I just want to encourage you, if you're a parent with a child in public school, make sure you are heavily involved in the meetings, in the events that are going on, and especially in the curriculum that they're trying to force down our kids' throats. Now listen to me. Another thing sweeping across California right now, and New York, is Drag Queen Day, where they're bringing in drag queens. Just Google Drag Queen Day, California, and you're going to find middle schools and high schools and elementary schools hosting drag queens, doing the whole dance, taking off clothes, doing the whole thing, stripping down to the bare minimum, on stage while little kids scream and yell. It is bananas, but you need to know that. And here's your option. Keep your kids in school, keep praying, or take them out and look into the Skyline Christian Academy because we're here for you. All right? And understand this. They have replaced civics and American government and the origins of our country with the full LGBTQ agenda of indoctrination. This should be prosecuted as a crime against children. But I'll close with this. Continue to pray for our local schools. We know we have many people in our church that work in the public school system, and we praise God for you that you have decided to try to be a light in a dark place. We know many of you have also gotten out, and you're now teaching with us at the Skyline Christian Academy. Whatever your decision might be, we're here to pray with you. We're here to help you through and to make sure we're doing the best we can to raise up our kids in the way they should go so they can honor God and they can honor this country. God bless you guys. I love you.